Hey y'all, just tapping in with y'all. Hope all is well. Sending y'all love and light. I pray everyone is doing well and being blessed and staying out of harm's way. Your girl has been focused and just in alignment, taking care of what I need to take care of. And I just want to tap in with y'all and tell y'all just how important it is to be out in nature, hugging trees, getting grounded. Right now, I think you said we're in the middle of Mercury retrograde. I wasn't even aware of that, but I still felt the energy of just like so much going on. So I'm constantly going for walks, hugging trees, doing my thing. This ain't new for me, but it really heals you. Like, I have had some health issues in the past that I'll share maybe later with you all, but it was bothering my digestive system and all like that. It just really threw me off track. Come to find out, I know that it all stems from parasites. Right now, we see a lot of things online about doing a parasite cleanse. That is real. This is probably about maybe a year now since I've been in the process of doing it every 3 to 4 months, preferably every 3 months. Like I found out today, like the doctors tell you to deworm your dog. So why are the doctors not telling us to deworm ourselves? That's insane to me. You could be worried about a dog, but you ain't worried about the human body. If you know this is going on, obviously we need to deworm ourselves too. And most diseases come from parasites. I'm a person that suffered from Crohn's disease. I never have shared that from anybody, but my family knows I went through that. But the things I have done, the last 3 to 4 years, were all holistic. I never took none of the medication because I knew it was not a cure for it, and I know that it all stems from the food. I haven't had any issues with my body until COVID-19, and now all of a sudden, I had all these issues with digestive issues. Mind you, I'm a pescatarian. I don't eat beef or pork. I don't eat chicken or turkey, just mainly fish, vegetables, fruit. And I've always been healthy. I haven't had any issues with my stomach, But now I've noticed that other people of all ages that eat whatever have the same symptoms. So it's in the food. But what I've been doing, I started with the parasite cleanse. And of course, meditation, getting grounded, going for walks, prayer, number one. And that kind of gets you in the mindset of getting back in alignment with Mother Nature, with the world, and getting your peace back so you can be able to be in your flow state, and be your highest and your best self. That is my whole mindset right now. Like, I understand like what is going on, because when you have something wrong with your digestive system, it affects your mind, it affects everything, and so you have to really find out like what's going on with me. I have all these changes going on. I have fatigue, I can't think straight, I'm having a hard time remembering things, and come to find out it was all linked to parasites. Now I don't have those issues anymore. I make sure I do my cleanse, I make sure I stay grounded, I continue to eat the same way. No dairy, and no sugar. Sugar is one of the worst things you can do to put in your body. That's like crack, you know what I mean? It causes inflammation in the body, which causes mucus. So many things that we do, it's like the simplest things, y'all, to heal your body. I'm talking the simplest things, cleansing your body out, eating fresh food, fruit, getting outside, and there's other things too. But I got my health coach certification in 2019. And in that process, that's when I started having issues with my stomach, like pretty much right after that. And I was just kind of like, how can I be a health coach and I have issues with my body? How can I tell somebody else what to do and I'm constantly struggling with my health, So I kind of was like helping people with my clients and things like that. But I really, really wanted to be able to help myself so I can walk the walk and talk the talk, and for me working out, making sure that my mind is right, my spirit is right, first and foremost, start with that. And then from there, everything just came into alignment for me. God will give you that discernment and tell you what to take for your body, what is good for you, what is not good for you. I knew immediately not to take none of that medication. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I am a health coach, and I do know about nutrition, and that is something that I have been on way before I even got my health coach certification. I walk the walk and talk the talk. This is not just, oh, I have a certificate, I'm just trying to get some money. No, this is what I did to save my life, okay? So this is real. And I've had other situations where I had a cyst in my breast or something like that, and they want, they drained it out. To come to find out, once I did a fast, come to find out anything that you have in your breast or cysts or things like that are forms of parasites, and these things are scientifically proven. You can Google them, doctors know it and everything, but they're just not telling us the right things to do. So people that suffer from Crohn's disease, things like that, I'm helping people that understand, helping people to get back into the routine and getting back to nature, getting back to the basics, getting back to what is sustainable. It's not sustainable to be taking medication that could possibly kill you, because that is the side effects with Crohn's disease medication. It literally says you could die, from taking this medication. That's insane. Why even make the medication if you could possibly die from it? Side effects should not be death, so at this moment, I had to take my life into my own hands and heal myself for myself, because I was not about to handle that, or go through that. So, I just want to share with y'all what I've been going through, what has worked for me. And, I'll be sharing more videos about different things that I do, workouts, meditation, sound therapy, all of those things that have helped me get back in my right space. I've been working out, get toned, get my body right, everything. It's all about you. Once you cleanse yourself, you get right, you know what I'm saying? You understand what you need to do for yourself. You feel lighter, and that stress, the anxiety, all those things, the fatigue, they fade, Of course, you still have to do things to keep your body, consistently on that, on that schedule, but with the things that I have done to keep my body on track, it gives me peace. I've been in alignment, and, I'm just like, I'm grateful to be here. You know what I'm saying? I really am. And if anyone has ever experienced Crohn's disease, they know this is not a very serious situation, and it's no joke, but at the same time, I'm grateful for my family that has helped me through the times where I wasn't able to work, or, I just felt sick, or I was feeling really weak and I couldn't work, so I'm really a person that's like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do. But I tell you this, if it was not for God, I would not be here today. Because yes, my family helped me financially, but they didn't know what to do for me. They didn't know what to tell me. All they can do is help me out, and I know that was God's way. That I know that God sent them to help me in every areas that I needed, So first and foremost, I'm very grateful to my family, and they know I love them dearly, And I'm not a person that asks anybody to do anything for me. I'm very independent, do it by myself, take care of my business. I don't have no rich mom and daddy. They gave me no money. Ain't nobody gave me nothing to open up, nothing to do nothing. I've been doing it all on my own since I was 19, and put my son through private school, running my businesses, the whole nine, and really no support with running my businesses. Yes, I've had support with my family, may watch my son and things like that, but no business loans, nobody throwing me no thousands to go invest in my business or nothing, And when I think about that, I've survived so much. And then to have the health issue come into play was like, hey, if I survived this and did all of this, I know I'm going to survive this too, but I will say, if it was not for the grace of God, I would not be here today, and he gave me the discernment and gave me the knowledge and the wisdom to what I needed to do for my body to be here today, so I just want to share that with you all. I most definitely will be doing some more videos about my workout routine, certain things that I take, proteins and things like that, to keep me focused in alignment. But I just want to share with you all, like, what's been going on with me, and what we have in store for you all. And even if you don't have Crohn's disease, these things you can do if you're perfectly healthy. You know what I mean? It's just going to help you be at a higher frequency and keep your energy in a high frequency, so you can be healthy and know what's for you. And when I say frequency, when you are in a higher frequency, you're able to attract things that are for you. Low vibration, like alcohol, certain things like that, it lowers your energy. You're not able to be your highest self. You're not able to get that information and those downloads and those dreams and everything, or visions that you might get when you are sober, when you are clear, when your mind is clear, you can focus and you can hear from God directly, I can't say that everybody can do that, but I feel as though, I don't dream when I smoke weed, and I had smoked weed for years, but I had to stop, because I knew that I can't dream when I smoke weed, or I get tired, or I'm fatigued, or, in some ways it helped me. I thought it was helping me, but in reality it was suppressing me, and I know weed is legal now and everybody need it for different situations and all like that, and I don't shun that, but I'm just speaking on where I'm at right now in my life, because it did help me at one time. I most definitely had a traumatic childhood, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up with some different things. So weed was my go-to, so during those times, that PTSD and all that other stuff, it helped me out, so I cannot say it's bad for people, but I'm just telling you where I'm at right now, the frequency that we're in, the world that we're going through right now, everything that's going on in this moment. You need to be clear. You need to be able to hear clearly. You need to be in alignment. You need to use your discernment so you can hear what you need to do, because this thing is happening and you have to pay attention to the signs and the patterns, and you don't want to be too sleepy and too groggy, or your frequency is so low that you can't you don't know what's going on, and you can't be ahead of things that may come. That's just the reality of it. When you're in alignment, you're connected, and you'll get more information directly. You have nothing suppressing you, nothing lowering your vibration. All we got to do is get out in the sun. Excuse me. That's all we have to do. Get out, get grounded, be active. We don't need anything to suppress us. God has given us everything that we need. Meditation, yoga, prayer, all of those things. You manifest. We are alchemists. We create our own world. So, once you understand that and see the whole picture of it all, you see like, wow, I don't really need that. I just need to maybe cut some things out of my diet, maybe declutter my home, detox, fast, prayer, and be consistent with those things. And I promise, and do a parasite cleanse, okay? Because mostly all diseases come from parasites. So I just want to share that message with you all. I know I could keep talking on and on and on, so I'm going to make sure I be specific in my messages next time. I'll talk about a few other things, and I'll leave some videos about that. So I just want to catch up with you all, share what I'm doing, what's in store for you all, and I pray everyone is having a beautiful and blessed day, and I see you all love and light. Peace.